That's good. That's a good sign. Oh, don't do that. I feel like I need to start this ceremony like this. Once upon a time, in a land not very far away, two wonderful people met each other, fell in love, and are going to live happily ever after. It's just a fairy tale. And so I just felt strongly that we need to start out that way. It's a fairy tale that was born on the back of a motorcycle, and reference to their first date, and if you haven't heard that story yet, you will. And so it's just great to be here today. Now, Allan and Cherie had some specific things that they wanted me to read today, and so I'm going to do that. And one of the first things that they had asked about was a poem that they had found that has special meaning to them. And it's a Native American wedding poem. I'm going to read that. It goes like this. Now we will feel no rain, for each of us will be shelter to the other. Now we will feel no cold, for each of us will be warmth to the other. Now there is no loneliness. We are two bodies, but there is one life before us and one home. When evening falls, I will look up, and there you'll be. I'll take your hand, and you'll take mine, and we'll turn together to look at the road that we traveled to reach this, the hour of our happiness. It stretches behind us as the future lies ahead, a long and winding road, whose every turning means discovery, old hopes, new laughter, and shared tears. The adventure has just begun. Now, they also asked me to read 1 Corinthians 13, 4 through 8. You will recognize this. This is the love chapter. And it goes, love is patient and love is kind. Love is not jealous or boastful or proud or rude. It does not demand its own way. It is not irritable. It keeps no record of being wrong. It does not rejoice about injustice, but rejoices whenever the truth wins out. Love never gives up, never loses faith, is always hopeful, and endures through every circumstance. Love will last forever. Now, my plan right now is to go ahead with the ceremony and marry the two of you. Are you both willing? No, yes. Okay, very good. They better be. Okay. Now, who gives this woman to be married to this man?
Her mother and I do.
Now, this is the spot where I ask, are there any objections? If so, didn't think so. Now, in lieu of vows, Allan and Cherie chose to.
Thank you. Thank you, Maya.
Good job. In lieu of vows, they chose to write about each other. And so they have asked me to read. And they haven't, Cherie hasn't heard yet what Allan wrote about her and vice versa. And so they've asked me to read this right now. So it's the first that they've heard of this. Allan, I'm going to start with what you wrote. When I first met Cherie, I knew that she was someone special. Her sincerity and self-confidence immediately put me at ease. We seemed so comfortable together, almost like we'd known each other forever. She's a very spiritual person, and through her faith, she has peace and gives thanks for the many blessings bestowed upon her. I love that Cherie has a heart of gold and genuinely cares for others. She has opened her heart and her arms to embrace my family. I'm so happy that they could be here today to share this moment with us. And Cherie's love has made me happier than I've been in many years. And as though a dark cloud is lifted from me. I have hope for the future, and I look forward to sharing my life with her by my side. I feel whole again, full of joy, blessed with her love. Today, I am honored to make her my wife. Allan, this is what Cherie wrote. When I first met Allan, Cherie writes, I had an overwhelming feeling of happiness. From the very first moment, I enjoyed getting to know him. Allan is handsome, sweet, respectful, and fun. Our first date was a Sunday afternoon motorcycle ride, and I'll never forget how sweet and how gentle he was as he helped me put on my helmet. I could feel his tenderness. Even though we had just met, in my heart I knew he was a very, very special man. I can't explain it, I just knew. We had the most wonderful day together. I think my heart was already falling in love. In the days that followed, we spent as much time as possible together. Now, even before we spoke the words, I could feel the love in his eyes when he looked at me. Allan is a wonderful, amazing man with an open, loving heart. I adore his kind and gentle nature. Allan's loving heart isn't just reserved for me. He's also opened his heart to my family, and that has deepened my love for him. In the same way, I love Allan's children and grandchildren because they're part of him. I feel blessed to be part of their lives now. I love Allan with all my heart. The love I feel for him is deeper than words can express. Now, I can't put into words the depth of my love, but I will spend the rest of my life showing it. All right. Now it's my turn. Cherie, I've just got a couple questions for you. Have you been praying for a long time that God would bring the right person into your life?
Oh, absolutely.
Do you remember the long walks and talks that we had and about the qualities that
Yes.
you were looking for?
And what you told me, yes.
Does Allan have those qualities?
Absolutely.
And final question, did God answer your prayers?
In every way, so much. That was definitely an answer.
Now, it's got to make you feel good that you are an answer to her prayers. And not just to her prayers, but to the people all around her that love and care about her. And Ephesians says, 5:25 says, husbands, love your wives just as Christ loved the church and gave himself up for her. Are you willing to love Cherie this way? Absolutely. Well, God and all the people in this room and all the people that love and care about Cherie, we know that you are up to the task. And we also are really grateful. Well, it's definitely obvious how you feel about each other. So, shall we go ahead and make this official and legal? All right. Let's do that. Let's go ahead and join hands. Cherie. We're going to go ahead and do the vows, so you repeat after me. Okay. I, Cherie, take you, Allan, to be my husband, to have and to hold, from this day forward, for better or for worse, for richer or for poorer, in sickness and in health, to love and to cherish, from this day forward until death do us part. I, Allan, take you, Cherie, be my wife,
To be my wife,
to have and to hold, from this day forward, for better or for worse,
for better or for worse,
for richer or for poorer,
for richer or poorer,
in sickness and in health,
in sickness or in health,
to love and to cherish,
to love and to cherish,
from this day forward,
from this day forward,
till death do us part.
till death do us part.
We're going to go ahead and exchange rings, and just to give some symbolism of what we're doing right now, the ring here, as you can see, is a reminder, it's an outward symbol to others of this eternal commitment. Now, as you guys give each other these wedding rings, remember that they serve as a symbol of your love for each other. And as you wear them, notice how they encircle your finger, and may it always remind you that you are surrounded not just by God's love, His enduring love, but also your love for each other. And also the precious metal in this ring, the precious metal that the rings are made of symbolizes that your love for each other is the most precious element in your lives. Also notice that this ring here is an unbroken circle, with no beginning and no end. And it symbolizes the love between the two of you will never cease. And also, because the rings are so perfectly symmetrical, it signifies the perfection of the love, the true love that God has for us, and the love that you guys have for each other. Okay, Allan?
Yes.
I'm going to have you take the ring and place it on Cherie's finger.
Okay, I have the ring here.
Okay, and I want you to repeat after me, please.
Okay.
I choose you, Cherie,
I choose you, Cherie,
above all others,
above all others,
to be my wife.
to be my wife.
I offer this ring
I offer these rings
as a token of our love,
as a token of our love,
and with it, I join my life to yours.
and with them I join my life to yours.
Okay, now would you take the ring and place it on Allan's finger and repeat after me? I choose you, Allan, above all others, to be my husband. I offer this ring as a token of our love, and I join my life to yours. Well, with that, I declare that you are now married, and by the power vested in me in the state of Idaho and Washington, I pronounce you man and wife, and Allan, you as your bride. And ladies and gentlemen, it is an honor for me to present to you Mr. and Mrs. Allan Myers.
We're honored that you're all here to share this with us. And we have more music, but I think before we do that, do we want to introduce everybody? Then we have kind of a fun song, and then once the first song is over with, we'll start with our orders and